Hi, I'm Lexi, and you're listening to Luck It with Lexi. My podcast focuses on people who are working extremely hard and doing extraordinary things. Today, my guest is Addi Beatty, one of the most accomplished high school athletes around. She's a 2025 All-State 200-meter dash runner, a two-time regional champion in 3 events, and a state runner-up in the 100-meter dash and high jump. Addi also sets her school high jump record at 5'4". On the volleyball court, she's a two-time first-team all-conference player, an all-region middle blocker and defensive specialist, and holds her school record for both single-season and career kills. Addi's dedication, talent, and consistency has made her a standout in every sport she's competed in, and we are so excited to hear her story today. So, you're a multiple-time first-team all-conference sprinter and jumper. Which event feels like the most you?
I think I would have to say the event that feels the most me is the high jump. The 100 and the 200 are really fast. I've been doing them forever, and I just started the high jump this year. But I think the high jump feels the most me because it's a little bit slower paced, and you get chances. So you fail and then you succeed. And I'm always trying to, metaphorically speaking, you're always trying to raise the bar higher. So you're always trying to improve and get better. So that one feels the most to me. That's the one I resonate with the most.
Yes, I love that. So you're a two-time regional champion in the 100-meter and 200-meter and a regional champ in high jump. Which regional win meant the most to you?
I think that competing at the regional meet for so many years in my region, I know everything that's going on. I know the other girls competing. I think the one that meant the most to me was the high jump one because I had never high jumped in the regional meet before.
Yeah.
I knew going into the regional meet that I was going to win the 100 and the 200, but I had no idea how the high jump was going to go. So I felt like that one meant the most to me.
Yeah, that's awesome. So what went through your mind when you became a fifth place All-State in the 200-meter?
In the moment, it was disappointing for me personally because I had gone into the morning. I had gotten second place in the prelim. So in the morning, I was all pumped up about it. You know what? We could win. Yeah. We could do really good. And then hours later, we get to the final and I'm just feeling so dead. This has been a long day. All my adrenaline had worn off from the morning. I was, shoot, I don't know if I can do this, but I really want to still compete with these girls because these are really good girls. And so I got up there and I got fifth place, which is still really good for me. It's hard because I've never been All-State in anything. And I did so good in the 100 and the high jump before that. So it felt a little bit disappointing, but at the end of the day, I was still really proud of myself for pushing through and getting there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, it's awesome. You're crazy fast. If you watch Addi run, she's a rocket. My mom says she's a rocket every time she sees her run.
She actually?
Yes, every time she watches you run, she's like, oh my God, she's a rocket.
That's so cute. I love your mom.
So you're also a D4 state runner-up in both the 100-meter and high jump this year. What was that experience like?
Oh my God, it was amazing. I had worked so hard to be at the state meet and it was just the best feeling ever. The high jump was really fun because I'd never done it before. And I didn't hit the mark I wanted. I was kind of hoping for a PR, but you can't really be mad with state runner up.
Yeah.
I lost to a really good freshman. She jumped so high. I think that was a very surreal moment for me. And the 100, I felt like the 100 meant more to me because I had gone to the state meet every year since I was a freshman and I had always come up short of the finals. So that meant a lot to me personally. Yeah. And I also felt extra proud of myself at the end of it because I actually almost false started in the finals. I'd gone into it thinking I'm going to win this. I can do this. And then I jumped a little bit in my blocks because I heard something.
Yeah.
And I caught myself and I was like, hey, you need to get resituated. And as I was going to fix myself, he shot the gun off. So I was the last girl, me and this other girl, it happened to both of us. I was the last girl on my blocks. And I still ended up fighting and making my way back up to second place. Yeah. So that meant a lot to me.
Oh, that's awesome. So you set the Alcona High School record in high jump at 5'4". What did breaking that record mean to you?
It meant a lot to me. I was really excited about it. I didn't know. It was actually the second meet of the season I set the record because I had no idea how I was going to compete in the high jump this year. And so that really meant a lot to me. I had my coaches there and my family there, everyone who was there with me along the journey. And it really motivated me to try and break that record and also try to break other records because I was like, okay, I can do this.
Yeah.
I can break records.
So now we're going to talk a little bit about me and Addi's background. So how long have we known each other and what are some your favorite early memories from figure skating together?
Okay, so we've probably known each other for 8 or 9 years.
Yeah, a long time.
A really long time. We were little. I have to say some of our favorite memories, probably just the sleepovers, singing One Direction in your basement at the top of our lungs.
Oh my God.
I bet your parents were
Could
like,
you
oh
hear
my God, could you
us?
hear us?
No.
No? Oh my God, we were
so
screaming.
And we would make these little vlogs. Do you remember
Yes.
that?
That was so fun. Yeah. And Lexi had these One Direction cardboard cutouts, and we would just spend the whole night like watching YouTube videos of One Direction and singing One Direction. It was really the best.
Funny. Oh, okay. So what was it like growing up in a small northern Michigan community? Do you think that helped shape who you are as an athlete?
I think definitely in a way it helped shape me. I think it was really the people in my community, all the experience I've had with people and my coaches and my teammates and friends, just everybody that really shapes who I am today. So I think that also helped shape who I am as an athlete.
That's awesome. So how has having long-term friendships like ours help you stay grounded while balancing athletics and school?
I feel like it gets really crazy sometimes with like the schoolwork and the athlete trying to keep, like, I used to have a 4.0 GPA. I don't anymore. But when I did, I was like, it was really hard to keep it all together sometimes. And I felt like having friends and like people who understand you and are going through the same things, it really helps keep you stable. And it also helps you to like set healthy priorities. So like staying, like doing things that make you happy. I feel like that is really important.
Yeah, awesome. Next, we're going to kind of talk about how being an athlete in a rural area is difficult compared to people who are in big cities. So Alcona is surrounded by lakes and natures. How has growing up in such a rural outdoor environment influenced your training and your mindset?
I feel in the summertime it's not that bad when it's not on icy or snowy. Like it's like I can go outside and like go for a run if I want to, or I can go swimming. I can do like all these things outside that I can do like better myself. I think and I don't have a problem driving anywhere. It's like where I need to get to like do the things I need to do. But I think it's really when it gets to the winter time and there's all the snow and the ice and you're like, how am I even going to get there? I think there was like one volleyball match last year. We didn't have to go anywhere. We only had to go to Alpena to compete. But the snow all over the road was so bad. Like I was a foot of snow on the road and I was like behind a plow. And I called my mom. I was like, Mom, I'm not gonna get there on time. Like I'm stuck behind a plow truck and I can't get around. Like it's so slippery. And she was like, oh, you should have left earlier. Like that's just how it is here. So I feel that makes it really hard. But other than that, I feel it's not that bad.
Yeah. I feel in the summer, the only thing is like when we were high jumping this summer, when it's hot out, it's
so hot.
There was that one time where we were outside and I was like, oh my God, it is hot out.
Yeah, and like when we first got on the mat was like burning up from the sun.
Bad. Or like it's either like super hot or like freezing. Like there's no in between.
There's really isn't.
Do you feel like being from a small town gives you any advantages or unique challenges compared to athletes in a bigger city?
I feel like there are definitely a lot of unique challenges. A lot of the challenges include like there's not as many training facilities and a lot of the coaches up here aren't, not a lot of them, but there are coaches up here that aren't as experienced or don't have like all the things that you need, especially at a D4 school. Like we don't get everybody. We're very fortunate at Alcona. Our head coach is actually a heptathlete from MSU. So I love her. She's going to be our head coach this year. She wasn't our head coach last year, but she's amazing. She's taught me everything that I probably need to know. But yeah, a lot of the difficulty is the training facilities. So like we don't have a track up here. So it's fine in the spring and the summertime, but when it gets to indoor season in the winter and I need to practice before meets, I'm like, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
And like we can run in the hallways and we can run at the, like I ran with you at the Aplex around the hockey rink, but it's just not the same. And it's also really hard on your shins to run on the hard floor. Yeah. And there's also nowhere to jump. If I want to jump here, I would have to pull the mat out by myself out of the band room and set it up in the high school and do all the things by myself. And that's really difficult. So that is definitely something that I struggle with personally as an athlete living up here. I'm actually trying to join a club team in Saginaw because they get to practice at SVSU on the indoor track, and that'd be great. And I get to jump there. But that's a 2-hour drive, like 2 days a week. And, you know, if the roads are bad, I can't go. So, yeah, that's definitely a unique challenge to being up north athlete.
Yeah, and also the indoor track here is a 200 track. So it's like you do one lap and you're like, that was not a 400.
Yeah, and the curve, sometimes it's slippery there too. Yeah, I don't know why, but there was one day that we were training there, and I like had to slow down going around the corners because the ground was all wet, and I was like, "This is not safe."
Not safe.
It's like I don't want to do this.
So, what does being an athlete from northern Michigan mean to you?
I think overall being an athlete in Northern Michigan is just a unique experience, and like you have a lot of hard things that you have to overcome. I don't think that like I think athletes in Northern Michigan don't use it as an excuse a lot of the time. They find ways to work around it and still do what they need to do. So I think that is unique to being an athlete in Northern Michigan, and it's all things that we resonate with.
Yes. So now we're going to talk about a little bit about your athletic journey. So you're known for being incredibly talented across multiple sports, track, volleyball, and even your figure skating roots. And you used to play basketball too.
Yes.
So just tons of sports. How did playing so many sports shape your athleticism?
Just touching on the figure skating part, I feel figure skating helped me a lot with like the balance and the agility that I need to do everything else. I never felt I struggled with my balance at all, so that was great. Also, like because I go to D4 school, like they want you to play all the sports. So that's so I was a 4-sport athlete. I was playing a sport in the fall, the winter, and then 2 sports in the spring, which I didn't plan on doing, but I ended up doing because they were like, come on, like we really need you. And I was okay. So I definitely think that all the experiences that you get playing the different sports makes you very versatile, and it really shapes your mindset for different things. Track is a little more individual, but I have all the experience from being a part of a team, and I know what it means to be part of a team and what works to be on a team. So I think that helps a lot just in general.
Yeah, great. So when did you realize you might have something special in track and field?
I felt new when I was a freshman that I had something for track. I was the fastest girl on the team. I was second in our region as a freshman. I knew that I could be good at track, but felt like I was too scared to capitalize on it because I didn't love track. Track made me really nervous.
Yeah.
Because of all the like it just made me like sometimes I just really felt like I wanted to barf.
Yeah, like before races you're like, okay, like because like
yeah.
I mean it's just you going back to versus a team sport. You're used to volleyball and it's not just on you, but like this is just you.
This is just you. Yeah. And I felt, if I didn't win this race or like I didn't do this, like our team didn't get the points that we needed to win. So I was like, this is on me.
Yeah.
And I didn't like that. Little freshie me did not like that. I didn't like the adrenaline. I was like, mm-mm. So yeah, I felt like I knew then that I could be good at track, and everyone else knew it too. I just was too scared to do anything about it.
Yeah. So do you think being a multi-sport athlete and like training gives you an edge over athletes who specialize early?
I do think in some aspects, yes, because I was always doing different sports and like doing and training and all that. I think that it really helped me to manage my time better, and it made me understand what I need to do to like do all the things. So I definitely think it helped me understand sports and time management and that aspect. I do, however, wish sometimes that I had started doing like specializing sooner. After seeing myself pulled away from softball last year and did more track and I saw the growth that I had, it made me wish I had done that sooner and worked more on track because I got so much better so quick.
Yeah, and I mean, this summer, me and Addi went to a high jump camp and a sprint camp at GVSU. So fun.
It was really fun.
I just had to put that in there. We were at the ice cream machine every day.
Yes, we were. Oh my god. There was so many people at the ice cream machine. You had like
you had to wait in line.
Yeah, it was like a fight to get to the my ice cream machine first.
Do you remember when they broke it and we were like, we were about to get ice cream and we were like,
yeah, they literally broke it right before it got up there, and we were like, "Are you serious?"
That's what we get for trying to be athletes.
All we wanted was some ice cream.
All we wanted was an ice cream. Yeah. So now we're going to talk a bit about your volleyball dominance. So in volleyball, you're all region and hold the school record for kills in a season, which is 348, and kills in a career, which is 813. How does volleyball fit into your identity as an athlete?
Volleyball was the first sport I ever loved. I felt like that's where I realized like I was an athlete, was volleyball. It made me realize like what it means to be a hard worker, because we had a JV and a varsity team and I wanted to be on the varsity. I wanted to get better because I really liked volleyball. And so I was going to I was going to the JV and the varsity every single day. I was working really hard at it, and that's when I realized you need to work hard for the things that you want. So I feel like that really helped shape me into that I am today.
That's awesome. So what do you love about competing in volleyball compared to track?
I just feel like volleyball is like my fun sport. You know how everyone has a fun sport? That was my fun sport. Even though I worked really hard at it, I felt like track was always there was all this pressure to get better, and in volleyball there wasn't. I felt like I'd already proven myself in volleyball, which I felt looking back now, I hadn't yet. But I felt like I had because I had gotten on the varsity as a freshman.
Yeah.
So it was just a really fun experience for me to get to know the older girls and to learn from them.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just my fun sport.
Awesome. How do you balance off-season training for both sports without having like a burnout?
I feel so that the off-season training part is really like the winter. So after volleyball season ends and then before track season starts in the spring. And because I don't play basketball anymore. But I was, up until this year, I was doing club softball and club volleyball in the winter, plus doing indoor track and weightlifting. Because the weightlifting was really important to me for gaining weight to get faster. So it got to be a lot at some points. I would be competing on Saturdays in the volleyball tournament or a track meet, or I would have a track meet on Friday and a volleyball tournament on Saturday. And then Sunday, I would have 2 practices for both my club sports. And then on Monday, I was supposed to weightlift, and I just feel so dead.
I'm just tired.
I'm just really tired. So I think I learned that it's important to take rest days to know when your body needs rest. And it also was very helpful to me to start meal prepping. Because I would wake up in the morning and I have no time to make food. And then I wasn't feeling my body right. So I think it helped that I was doing the meal prepping at night, and then in the morning I got more sleep, and then I was eating good foods too.
Yeah. I love that. Okay. So what kind of things are you meal prepping?
I meal prep everything. I meal prep breakfast, lunch, not really dinner because my mom makes dinner, but sometimes I meal prep dinner. I usually like to meal prep just like plain like ground beef or ground turkey, sometimes like grilled chicken, and then I'll have rice or protein pasta or sweet potatoes with that. And that's usually just like whatever I eat. It's just a like mixture of those combinations. And then like obviously I get like a banana and an apple, some berries in there.
Next, we're going to talk about your mindset, drive, and training. So where does your competitive drive come from?
I was never very competitive growing up. That's why I was in figure skating for so long. I never competed in figure skating because I was scared of competition. Like I played soccer and I was like, I don't like this. Like I don't want to compete. Yeah, I was like, I don't really want to try that hard. Like I just want to like do me. So I felt when I got up in high school, my competitive drive really came from like finding out that I was getting better. Like for me, it's about personal growth and bettering myself. So that's where all my competitive drive comes from. It's just bettering myself.
What is something people don't see behind the scenes that contributes to your success?
I feel like this isn't super behind the scenes, but definitely weightlifting for sure. I started weightlifting last fall, right as volleyball season was ending, because my weight room coach was like, hey, like you got to do this. Like this will help you a lot. And I was like, are you sure? Do I really have to do this? And he was like, yeah, like it'll be really good for you. And I was like, okay. And so I think I probably put on about 10 pounds from the like November to like March, April. And that's when I started seeing my time shutting down and like jumping higher. So I think that was like a really big thing. And also just like staying consistent with it too. Like I was lifting, making sure I was lifting every single day. I had a routine. So yeah, definitely that.
I also feel like you were talking about before how like people just think you're not putting in all this work to get your success. Like people are like, oh, you're just good at it. But like as someone who's like close with Addi, like I see all the work that she's putting in. Like she's fueling her body, she's doing all the workouts. Like,
yeah, I definitely feel like sometimes like when I was younger, really, it was more like when I wasn't doing all the things yet. They were like, you know, Addi's just like good, and I was like doing extra practices, and I was taking extra care of my body, and so that's definitely something that people don't understand or see.
Yeah. So, how do you stay disciplined and motivated living in a small town without big training facilities around?
I feel like one of my biggest motivators, because I don't see my competition every single day.
Yeah.
Like I don't see them out doing things because they're all the way down there. They're all in Southern Michigan. But I think one of my biggest motivators was remembering that they were out there and they were working as hard as I was or working harder than me. Like I was going to see them eventually and I wanted to be ready when I saw them. Yeah. So I think it was just reminding myself that are people out there working as hard or harder than me and that I need to step it up too.
So does your mental preparation look like before a race or a jump?
I always have a routine. So I make like on meet days, I do like the same thing. Not necessarily in the early day when I'm at school, but right before the meets on the bus, I eat the same thing. and I
Me
drink
too.
the same drink. Like, obviously eat like an applesauce and like a little thing of like goldfish or crackers, and then I'll like I'm not encouraging energy drinks, but I do drink energy drinks.
He loves her energy drink.
Yes. And I'll have that on the bus ride, like an hour before, like knowing an hour before I compete, I will have that. And then when I'm jumping, like when I get to the meet, I do the same thing. I go to the bathroom, and then I go to the high jump pit, and I go through the same motions and routines that I do every single time.
Yeah, I understand that, because 30 minutes before my races, I always eat an apple. And then I listen to the same song before all my races.
Yeah, I do that too. I listen to like the same music.
Yeah, it has, like, right before I'm about to race, I have to listen to the same song, or like it's just bad. And I remember like one time I forgot my apple, and I was like, Mom, I forgot my apple.
It really ruins it makes you feel bad. It's like a superstition thing. You're like, oh my God, I'm gonna do bad now.
I understand it.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna talk about your adversity and your growth. So have you had any setbacks, injuries, or mental challenges along the way, and how did you work through them?
I've definitely had a lot of mental challenges. I've never had a lot of injuries. I feel every year track season, the first week from the like overtraining, I would like roll my ankle and I wouldn't be able to compete for a week, but that was the first week, so it wasn't a big deal. But lots of mental challenges, especially because in the spring I've always dual sported with softball and track. So I always felt like I was spread too thin, because my softball coaches wanted me to pitch, and I was like, I can't pitch, I need to run. And I felt like I was always fighting with them about it sometimes. And then of course my body always felt tired, because I was competing like 4 days a week and only getting 1 day of practice. And then sometimes we had like tournaments on the weekend. So a lot of my mental challenges definitely just came from being like, oh my God, like I can't keep doing this. And I think what really helped me like realize that I could do it was getting up every day and pushing myself to do it, and realizing I could still do it.
Yeah.
And like just doing all the things that I felt like I needed to do to keep myself going. But yeah, that was definitely the biggest mental challenge I had, was the dual sporting.
Yeah. So what's something about your journey that people might be surprised to learn?
I feel like nothing super surprised me about my journey. The thing that a lot of people don't know about me is that I was a figure skater for like 9 years. And I also did gymnastics for 1 year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, that was cool.
Did you know that?
I didn't know that. No.
Really? You didn't know that?
No.
Oh, no. Yeah, I was. I did it for like a year when I was doing figure skating. I was probably like, I don't know, like 10 or 11. It was really fun. But then I was like, I can't do all this.
Yeah,
so
too much.
I was like, too much.
Okay. So do you see yourself pursuing track or volleyball at a college level?
Yes. I've been working really hard to reach out to college coaches for track. There was a point in time last year where I was like, I kind of want to do volleyball, because volleyball is like really fun for me. But it's really hard when you're a 5'5" like attacker, like, because it's so competitive. There are so many girls out there, and they're all taller than me.
That's all, yeah.
And also I just really I feel like I really like how rewarding track is, like getting better. So I felt like it was obviously something I wanted to pursue in college. Because I wanted to see myself keep improving. That was really important to me. So I'm definitely going through a recruiting process right now. It's a lot. I really don't like it, but we're gonna get through it.
We are, yes.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm really excited to see where that takes me, and I'm really excited about wherever I end up.
Yeah, I'm so excited to see too. So, what goals do you have for your senior year?
So many goals. I mostly just track related goals. I really right now I'm working on putting some more weight back on, so I can keep improving in the sprints. I definitely want to break the school record in the 100-meter dash. I'm off by 0.1.
Oh.
I'm like almost there. The girl that said it, she was amazing. She probably could have gone like Big 10. Like she was really good. It was from like probably like 20-ish years ago. It's a really tough record, but I feel like I'm almost there. So that is my main record.
Yeah.
That's my main goal for next year. And then I also really want to just improve on my high jump record. Like I really want to see myself get better there. I feel like I fell a little bit short last year because I hit that PR and I never hit it again.
Yeah.
I did at the regional meet jump 5'3", and then or like 5 foot or something, and then I just jumped right up to 5'5", and I cleared it on my last attempt, and then my heels clicked it.
Oh.
So I know I can improve there, and I'm really excited to see myself improve there. Yeah. So that is one of my big goals.
So what do you hope younger athletes in Alcona or Northern Michigan can learn from watching your journey?
Don't let setbacks and limitations keep you down. I definitely felt at times that like because of where I live, I couldn't train the same and I couldn't do the same things. And it felt like an actual struggle for me. And then I realized there are ways to work around it, and there are ways to improve myself. So if you really want it, you can definitely do it.
Yeah. So now we're going to do some fun questions. So if you had to pick one, run a PR in the 100 meter or break another school record.
Run a PR on the 100.
Yeah.
It's really, I mean, honestly, if I run a PR on the 100, I'll probably break the school record.
So it's like a little bit of both.
It's a little bit of both.
So.
But yeah, I feel like improving is way more exciting for me than breaking a record.
And then what's your favorite energy drink?
My favorite energy drink is it really depends on what mood I'm in, but probably a Juneberry Red Bull.
Ooh.
Or a Strawberry Watermelon Bloom.
Love that.
It's really good.
So what's your go-to hype song before a meet?
Ooh, can I check my Spotify?
Yeah, go for it. I always listen to L.U.C.K by I think it's JT, because she has that lyric in there and she's like started as a runner.
Yes. I think it's probably a Metro Boomin song.
Ooh.
Too Many Nights by Metro Boomin. Probably was what I have to go with. That's awesome. That makes me feel like cool.
like you're in like an edit.
Yes.
Someone edit.
Exactly. Someone edit me, please.
So what's your favorite lake to hang out at the summer?
Ooh, Hubbard Lake. My family, we keep our little yellow boat hosted at Hubbard Lake, and we go out there all the time.
And then final question, what is your favorite restaurant?
Like fast food or like actual restaurant?
Could be either. Actual.
Okay.
Never mind. Actual.
I'm gonna have to say Olive Garden.
Oh,
and I'm gonna say that because that is where we go before every state track meet. Like we have to go there for the night before every state meet, and I love going there.
I love Olive Garden.
Yeah,
unlimited breadsticks.
The breadsticks.
Well, thank you so much for being here, Addi. Yes. I had so much fun. And if you know anyone in your community who's working extremely hard, DM us at L.U.C. Unlimited Apparel on Instagram. Thank you for listening to Luck It with Lexi.